Hey guys, welcome to another episode of For the Love of Lily. I am super excited to come to you guys today because it is Business Wednesday, which means we will be talking about something that pertains to your small business. And today we are going to focus on if it is important for a small business to have a lawyer. Now, of course, I came with my notes to make sure I have it all together. So first and foremost, I wanted to make sure that I let you know that having a lawyer is important in any type of business that you have. But the main reason for this video today is to make sure that we understand the difference between needing a lawyer for the important stuff and just paying somebody some extra money when it's something that we can handle ourselves. So first and foremost, I just want to go over the things that you can do yourself to be able to worry about a lawyer at first. So when you're writing your business plan, you can do your business plan by yourself. You do not need to worry about a lawyer for that. As well as when you're researching your business name, we don't need no lawyer for that. When it's reserving your domain name for your website, or when you start your website, that is not necessarily something that you need a lawyer for. When it comes to creating a legal partnership, only when you're operating an LLC though. That's the only time when you do not need a lawyer present or need them to be on your payroll. Also, when you're applying for business licenses or for permits, you don't need a lawyer at that time either. When you're when you're submitting necessary items to the IRS, you don't necessarily need a lawyer at that time either. Honestly, I think when we're small businesses, we get nervous just in the fact because we are a small business, but it's certain things that we can do ourselves where we don't need someone else to be over our back the entire time. All right, so also we can hire independent contractors. Now this is really important because if something does go wrong, you will need to get a lawyer involved. But just to be able to put an independent contractor under a contract amongst your business, you do not need to have one. You only need to have one if the contract is not fulfilled correctly. Creating a buyer-sell agreement with partners, you don't need a lawyer for that, because if you're partners within this business, there's certain things you should be able to take care of together. Now, if you know that there's certain logistics that either one of you guys don't know, then definitely in that case, you should absolutely bring in a lawyer. But honestly, over the little things, you guys should be able to handle it. I mean, that is your partner. Also, if you are getting audited by the IRS, you really don't need a lawyer for that either. So it's so many aspects for which you really do not need to have a lawyer there. It's okay. You can start your business and you don't need a lawyer. You can get your EIN number. You don't need no lawyer. You can create your own business name and you don't need a lawyer. But what I do suggest is to make sure that your business name is available. So go through the copyrights just to make sure that someone doesn't already have it taken. That is super important just in case, when you become a huge entity, you don't have to worry about none of those logistics. Now, let's talk about what we will need a lawyer for. So when you become a bigger entity and you need to have employees, now when you're just trying to hire employees, you don't necessarily need a lawyer. But when they become on your payroll, you definitely need to have a lawyer that you can talk to or that you can hire just to be able to hire them or fire them. Or if they make your work environment feel uncomfortable, you don't feel obligated or nervous about them messing up your business in any way, shape, or form. Now, for local, state, and federal government entities filing complaints or investigations with your business for violations of any law, definitely need a lawyer, because you do not want to get caught up in a catch-22 and you don't exactly know what's going on. So a lawyer is definitely important to be able to be there to help you through that situation. Now, for environmental issues, what exactly does that mean? So I guess it all depends on what type of small business that you're starting. But if you have a business where it's going to be harmful to the environment, you want to make sure that you have a lawyer there to make sure that you're following protocols for your county. Well, let's start with for your city, your county, your state, and our entire country. You want to make sure that you're following all of the laws so that someone doesn't come and be a tattletale, which people are great at being tattletales. Make sure that there's no one that can come and try to snipe your business from you and bankrupt you. Ain't nobody got time for any of that. Now, something I really thought was important is to make sure that you understand the different types of lawyers that are available for small businesses. It's the general business lawyer. Pretty self-explanatory. It's for everything that pertains to your business that is general. Next, we have the employment and labor lawyer. Now, this lawyer will be able to help you with something I mentioned previously, hiring, firing, or disciplinarian issues that you may have with an employee. That is what that employment labor lawyer is for. M&A lawyer. That is a mergers and acquisitions lawyer. So this particular lawyer will negotiate for property and assets for the businesses. Important if that is something that you're going into. A tax lawyer. A tax lawyer is important. We are number 4. A tax lawyer is important because the taxes for your business, it can be complicated, especially with the bigger your entity comes. That will be important for you to have a tax lawyer to help you through any situation, as well as a CPA. An intellectual property lawyer. This isn't for everyone, but this is another lawyer that is definitely be on the spectrum for if you need a lawyer for your business. Last but not least, a contract lawyer. This is very important, especially if you have additional business partners that you want to bring in, or if you're bringing in big entities to partner with you on something. Very important to make sure that you don't have any loose ends, because they will know all the ins and outs of whatever you need. Now, let's talk about the money, because lawyers, they're not free. You pay for their time every time they see you. But there's different ways for which you can pay your lawyer, and that is what we're going to focus on right now. So when it comes to a small business lawyer, there's different options, and there are sometimes you can have a lawyer and you just pay them for the session that you need them for. Like, for instance, if you need them to help you with a contract, then it'll be a flat fee for whatever you need for that contract. Maybe $1,500, maybe $2,000 for that particular instance. Or you could need them for an hourly fee. Maybe it's a certain amount of hours that you need them per week, so they'll charge you for those hours for which you need them to work on your business. And that is it. But this has been very important, because I know when I started my business, I was like, I don't need a lawyer. But I did have to do the research because, well, I take that back. When I started my business, I thought I needed a lawyer before I started anything. So I did talk to a couple lawyers, and I did some research like, wait a minute, I don't need no lawyer yet. Because when I become bigger, I'm gonna need me a lawyer. Anywho though, you can start your business and you don't necessarily have to have a lawyer on your payroll to get started. Having a lawyer nearby is important and will help you in every aspect of your business, but it's not what you need when you very first start. So guys, I was so excited to come and bring this video to y'all today, because sometimes it can be so many missteps when it comes to lawyers with small businesses. We already are trying to count our coins to make sure that we stay within our budgets. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell. Ting! Don't forget to share. Until next time, guys.